What happened? I have been here for a long time. My train is still not here. I don't like being late. If the train does not show up within the next few minutes, I will be late. I miss my regular commute this morning. I should have taken my car. But I hate driving downtown. And parking is a hell of a problem most of the time. The thing is, I overslept because I went to bed late. I couldn't stop talking to Paul. We would not let each other go. Doone Adventures Episode 14.
Hi my friend. If you're new to Doone Adventures channel, please subscribe, share, and like. I need you.
Finally, the train is here. Oh, I'm lucky. That compartment is completely empty. I will try to rest a bit. Would I? Look like my mind cannot rest. It was a good thing that Paul called me a bit late last night. I had some trouble sleeping after Sandra told me about Mrs. George's death. Mrs. George's passing left me with some weird feeling. Sandra thought it was a good idea to inform me, not knowing what I went through while I was living in this house of hell. To be honest, I don't really know how to describe my feelings. I feel sad and angry at the same time. I'm in turmoil inside. I'm sad because a human being left this world. And angry that she lived her life peacefully, not really paying for all her wickedness. Mrs. George and her daughter destroyed my childhood, not her husband. He never got himself involved. However, he never once called me by my name. He would say, "Hey Tiffy," or "Where is so-and-so daughter?" For me it was as though I did not exist in his eyes. He never acknowledged me. To his eyes, I was invisible. I was not important. But Mrs. George and her daughter made me feel like a lesser than. At that time, their dog had more value than me. I had no value. I was nothing. It took me years to build my self-esteem. I always thought that I won't be anything in my life. That I won't ever own something, anything in my hopeless life. I was a homeless living a pretending rich life with nice school and well-off classmates. My classmates believed that I was a member of their closed circle, when in reality, I will pass the entire day with a grain of salt under my tongue so that I can drink some water and keep myself alive. I would have visited some friends specifically at dinner time just so that I can get some food or leftover. One day, I overheard one of my friends telling her mom that she didn't want to eat the same food 2 days in a row. I ran away crying, upset and thinking that God hated me. How can somebody has too much to eat and others have nothing? I meant nothing. Although I was hungry, I never asked anyone for anything. Even my closest friend did not know. I was afraid to tell them, thinking they might not want to be around me anymore. They might not want to hang out with me. Some, I thought, might even bully me about it. So I kept it a secret. I wanted to keep it that way as I didn't want people's pity. I want to be recognized for who I am, not for what I have or what I don't have. The things some kids took for granted was a luxury for me. Like sleeping, for example. I was always the last one to go to bed and the first one to be up. It is not like I was a maid, as they have maids and servants. No, it was not the case. They just wanted to make my life miserable. I was a kid. What possibly I could have done to them as a 16-year-old kid that deserved these ill treatments? Their plan was to destroy me for some unknown reasons. They almost succeed. If it was not for God, they could have succeeded. As one day, I decided to end it all. Thanks to God, someone walked in and gave me an unexpected gift of a few gourds. That day I decided to change my life for the better. Take it as it goes. Swallow what I can, and focus on what I can control, such as school and my mental well-being. It was my way of fighting back and proving them wrong. Oh yeah, I worked hard like hell. At times, I used a grain of salt for the entire day just to be able to go to school. Borrow books from other kids. Copy an entire book as I couldn't afford them. I never missed one day of school as I believe it was my way out of my misery. Sandra just made me relive that painful period of my life with that news. But I cannot blame her, as I never told anyone anything about that period. Or some people may know but pretending not to know. Yeah, some people knew. I remember that man who would sit all the way past midnight in the room where I was allowed to open my net on the floor. Don't get it wrong, there were beds. Oh yeah, empty beds. But I was too dirty and or too poor to sleep on them. I had a bed, but I was not allowed to mount it. Their excuse was, there was not enough space. However, someone new came. They find room for that person with her double-size bed. The thing is, I was the problem. Thinking about this man again. He would sit there for hours just joking and laughing with Mrs. George's daughter. How could he not notice that I was snoozing on the stairs every night? Ha ha. Those stairs? They were my friends. The only place that I was allowed to sit and make myself invisible. That was where I ate, read, and snoozed. And this is where I saw the devil at play. Devil. Yes, I meant it. Those stairs were between the kitchen and the second dining room. Don't be shocked thinking, how can someone living in province have 2 dining rooms? Those people were well off financially for that city and that time. The home had 1 living room, 2 dining rooms, 1 kitchen, and 3 bedrooms with a long backyard, balcony and front porch. But the only place I was allowed to sit was on those stairs. I never ever sat on their living rooms and first dining room furnitures during those 8 years. Nope, nope, and nope. I was not allowed to sit on their chairs. I couldn't dare do such thing inside. When those chairs are on the front porch, I will use them, as they will not pull them underneath me, as they want people to believe that they are good people. There was nothing good about those 2 people. If for my ill fate, they sat on 1 chair after I did, they will say that I brought bed bugs to their chairs. I will never forget those stairs, because they played a big role during those 8 years. I remember clearly that there was a day I was sitting on those stairs. Hungry like Job in the Bible. The daughter just finished eating a punch, eggs, toast, and papaya juice. What she did next, still have that bitter taste in my mouth. She poured all the leftover into the dog's bowl. That day, I felt like pushing away the dog just to take his place and eat its food. This is how hungry I was. Oh no. This came out wrong. Actually, I was not hungry. I was starving. This is it. Starving. It was not like she didn't know. She knew. But she didn't care. At times, I ask myself if she remembered these stuffs. Did she have any regrets? I don't think so. If you want a devil person in the skin of an angel, you pass over this lady. The world must be angry at you.
Wow. Thanks, Doone Adventures. Please remember to subscribe, share, and like. I love it.